And then I meet this guy named Dave Hunt, who's in the studio. Hi, Dave.
How you doing, Tone? Good to be here.
I'm doing really good. Now, what's that logo on your shirt?
That's one of the two businesses I own. Two men in a truck.
I thought you might have got that at a garage sale or something.
Oh, no, not at all.
I'm always looking out for stuff like that.
Yeah.
One of the businesses and the other business is...
Duty calls.
I love this idea, Dave.
Yeah,
because
I do
I've
too.
got two big dogs. And to try to get the kids, when you get a puppy, we'll take care of it. We'll walk it. We'll feed it. We'll pick up after it. Come on. And who picks up the duty, the doo-doo, is dad or mom or somebody. And you decided, like, hey, there's some people that don't have the time or the will or the inclination. And so you got a group of people that go out and take care of it. It's like kind of a monthly lawn service.
I wish it was a group, but
is it you?
It's me and one other person.
But it's a good idea.
Yeah, well, you got to prove value in this community, and I'm just still trying to do that. It's only been just over a year, so I'm still working to make money, but I'm thinking it's pretty competent.
Well, and I would think that idea has franchise possibilities.
Oh, it is a franchise.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
I was right.
You are on top of
I
things.
was
Tony.
right, Dave. And if this doesn't work out for me, I might just buy one of those.
Okay, not this territory.
I could do that. Yeah, thanks a lot. And then I'll have a few follow-up questions.
Okay, one second.
Because I'm learning how to do this whole interview process. Dave, you like the format?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Mm-hmm.
Have we got a little time to spend with Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Kind of give me the cue because I need some help.
Well, should we take a break now while he's getting him out, or you want to do this on? Oh my! Look at that.
Oh, God, I am in heaven. I have so much respect. Now, Dave has he emanates some kind of, I don't know, probably fear. Because
it is fear.
He's kind of a girly man. And everything that we've had in here
fear.
That is similar, they've been bringing him in from the zoo, they kind of go after him. So I'm telling you right now, he's not digging this action. So if the bird...
Well, it's extremely beautiful. They look at me and they think tasty.
He's
one
one of
that's
the calmest birds that my sponsor said he's ever seen. So she was standing on my hand within 15 minutes after I trapped her.
Different birds have different dispositions, like people,
they have
like pets.
personalities. Yep, just like.
How old is that bird? Do you know?
Gorgeous bird.
She was hatched in 07, so she's 3.
And how did you trap her? Where did you find her?
I trapped her out by Hastings. I have a cottage out there, and drove around.
And you saw them flying around. You
she was
identified
sitting
them
in
as
a tree next to the road.
And you could tell she was a younger bird. Why? What are the colorings of a year versus 3?
In the first year bird has a banded tail. It's not red.
Okay. Oh, my God, is that beautiful. Oh, it's got stripes across the bottom. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
And you should never really stay directly behind a bird of prey because they excrete directly backwards.
That's a good way. Well, that's a good way to say, hey, I don't like you standing behind me.
It's called
like a horse. Okay,
there you
great.
go.
There you go. All right. All right. You know what? That's the first animal to relieve itself in our studio. Matt Hanlon. All right, baby. We broke it in. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Well, thanks a lot. So we appreciate that. Now, see, she's marked her territory. It's a she. Yes. How can you tell whoa, what a wingspan. How can you tell the difference between a male and a female?
In birds of prey, there's sexual dimorphism, which means that the females are a third or more larger than the males.
It's so funny because I was in a band called Sexual Dimorphism.
What kind of music was it?
We played a lot of Bowie.
Oh, okay.
He knows the cue.
This is a beautiful bird. Okay, so now you trapped it. You saw it in a tree with binoculars. Then you go out and you set like a bait pile, like a deer carcass or something?
We were driving down the road. My son was with me. We got across the road and dropped the trap where we knew she could see it. And then we drove off and watched with binoculars. And when she went down on it, it was actually kind of funny because it was over a little roll in the road. And she went down after it, and a car came by, and she flew away. So then a little while later, I was still watching it. My son said, I think I might have flipped the trap, which meant the nooses couldn't get her. And I got kind of mad. And he's like, just wait one more time. So she went down on it again, and I see this big biker coming down the road with the skull cap and a black vest. And he goes by, and I saw her wingtips come up, but she didn't fly away. And he kind of slowed down and started looking to the side of him. And so we jumped in, went back there, and I threw a jacket around her, and I put her equipment on her, and all of a sudden I heard behind me, what are you doing?
Big
biker dude wanted, and I said, I got a license. He goes, I just want to watch.
Yeah,
so
cool.
It was
bikers like to watch. I've learned that about them. Now, so okay, so like I was brought up around horses, and when you try to you start out with a blanket and then a saddle on a horse, they don't really dig that right away. That's how you end up breaking a horse, if you will. So you said you threw her equipment on. Did she kind of not like that?
Well, initially they go into kind of shock. Her wings go up and her mouth opens. They're like cats when they get nervous. They breathe through their mouth. And I had a jacket laid over, and when they can't see, they calm down.
Okay.
So as the jacket was over, I put the anklets on her and got her hooked up to my glove. And then I weighed her because you have to find out what kind of weight they're at, what they're hungry and strong enough to go after a trap.
Okay.
And that's what you base your training on, is you strip that down by 10%, and then you just get her to be alone.
Fascinating. This is all fascinating. Hey, we got a window washer outside our window. You want to freak him out? We'll hold the Falcon up.
Don't even joke.
All right, so, yeah, thanks. So, all right, so I got to ask you, what did you put in the trap? Is it a rabbit? What is it?
Mice.
Mice.
Mice. But they can't get at it. It's a cage.
Now,
that's
do they
surrounded
feed
by
on
nooses.
anything that's dead, or does it have to be living?
No, I feed her during the off season.
No. I mean, in the wild, do they? They're not
They
scavengers.
have to be very, very, very hungry. If they're not getting any, like in the middle of winter, if they're not finding any food in the wild and they see a carcass on the road, you'll sometimes see a hawk after that. But normally,
Are they
no.
territorial? Because we've
Yes,
got a hawk that
very
lives in our
territorial.
neighborhood, and it's constantly, especially before the rain. I think that is it true that the mice or whatever can figure out that it's going to rain, so they go out and gather food, and
Yep.
that's when the hawks are really feeding?
Yeah, and that's what's the problem is when we're hunting. If we don't flush any rabbits or squirrels, she'll sit in a tree and just start looking for mice.
And what can she carry away? I mean, I've seen them. I lived in Hudsonville going to college, and I saw a red tail come down and carry away a full-grown rabbit.
Well, that was a big red tail then. 'Cause
It did. It carried it away.
She can't carry anything that big. I mean, she's killed some good-sized rabbits, but the key is you have to get there before she can take it away.
Okay.
Because if she feeds up and realizes that I'm not the food source anymore,
She won't come back.
she'll just go, hey, I don't need him.
So how do you get him to come back? Because you
Well,
actually
she looks at me as a food source, so if she gets down on a squirrel or a rabbit, let me put her away.
Yeah, put her away.
Yeah.
I'm
Let me
going
put her away.
to stand next to her and get a quick picture.
Okay.
Dave, you know what? Let's take a quick break.
Yeah,
And
let's
we'll
do
come
that.
Right back.
Okay.
We're visiting with Dave Hunt, who's a fascinating businessman, entrepreneur, got a couple of local businesses, and is a falconer. You're a falconer, is that what
Yes,
you're called?
that's correct.
I love that. I've been called so much worse. And
So
he's
have
got
I.
a beautiful, beautiful red-tailed hawk, and we're going to put this up on Facebook so you can see this bird because it's absolutely spectacular. I'm Tony Gates with Dave Jackanette. You're listening to News Talk 1340 WJRW.
Noon till 2 weekdays on Newstalk 1340 WJRW.